Welcome back. In this lecture, we'll learn dates. Date is not a data type but can be imported as a module and can use the functions available within the datetime module. And we'll cover the following topics: how to import datetime module to use datetime objects, how to create a date object using datetime modules, datetime constructor, and format datetime objects into readable format using strftime function. Now let's see the demo. Go to our IDE, project practice, new Python file, and let's name it datetime demo. Now let's add the comment date and time demo. Now in order to use the datetime objects, first we have to import the datetime module. So to import the module, use the import keyword and specify the module name, that is datetime. So that is how we can import the module datetime. Now let's try to print datetime dot get the time by using the function now. That is, it returns the value in year, month, date, hours, minutes, and seconds dot microsecond. So it returns the current year, month, date, hours, minutes, seconds, and microseconds. Now let's save it, Control S, and right click, run datetime demo. So now you can see 2020 4th 6, and this is the hour, minute, and seconds, and this is the microseconds. The next one is create a date object using datetime modules, datetime constructor. So now let's try to, since we already imported here, we don't have to import it again. Datetime dot, use the datetime constructor and pass 2020 120. So here year, month, date, and rest of the parameters, that is hours, minutes, seconds, and microseconds, these are optional. We can create our own datetime object by using the datetime constructor. So now let's run it. So now we can see 2020 120. Since we didn't give any of these parameters, so that's the reason we are seeing zeros. Now let's use the string format function and format the datetime objects into readable format. Object that we created earlier, datetime dot, by using the datetime constructor, let's name it 2020 November 20th and assign this to a variable dt, and let's try to print dt dot strftime and use the parameter a to format. This returns the short version of the week for the 2020 November 20th. So now let's run it. So we can see 2020 November 20th is Friday, so it is returning in shortest form of the day of the week, so that is FRI, that is for Friday. So now let's try to print short version of day of a week, so that is what it is printing in the console. So now let's run it. So now we can see it is printing Friday. So to print full version of day of a week, replace the format with capital A. Now we can see the full version of day of a week. Now to print short version of name of a month, use B, so that is November. So now we say NOV. In order to print full version, replace B with capital B. So now we can see November. So that's how we can apply different datetime functions and format the datetime object, that is a string object. And to learn more, go to docs.python.org/3 library datetime.html. Here you can see ton of datetime objects and how to apply different functions available within datetime object. So how to concatenate different times and how to apply different datetime object functions. So you get the idea, right? So you can apply different functions that are available within the datetime object. So depending on your requirement, go to this page and try to apply different functions that are available within datetime object. And we saw few of them, how to get the weekday in a shorter version and full version, month, etc. All right, in the next lecture we'll learn JSON objects. See you in the next lecture.